At the end of sample collection at each site, it is important to clean your equipment in order to prevent the spread of aquatic invasive species, or AIS, from one sampling site to the next. There are 3 steps to follow to help prevent the spread of AIS. 1. Inspect your equipment. After use, clean your equipment with a stiff brush to remove sediment, plants, and animals. Rinse the dissolved oxygen and pH probes with deionized water, and rinse other equipment such as transparency tubes, nets, trays, buckets, and waders or boots with clean tap water. If you sample at more than one site, rinse all equipment between sites. After cleaning, inspect your equipment to ensure that the cleaning process was thorough. 2. Dry your equipment. Whenever possible, transparency tubes, nets, trays, buckets, and boots or waders should be allowed to dry and remain dry for 5 consecutive days before being put back in the water. 3. Disinfect equipment. If you are a volunteer who monitors multiple sites per day and thus cannot allow equipment to dry for 5 consecutive days in between site visits, you can disinfect your boots or waders, tubes, buckets, and other non-electronic equipment with a dilute bleach solution. That is, 1 tablespoon of bleach per 1 gallon water. The cleaning solution must remain on the surface of the equipment for 10 minutes to be effective. The solution can easily be applied using a spray bottle. After 10 minutes, rinse the cleaning solution from the surface of the equipment with tap water. Do not use this solution on your dissolved oxygen or pH meters or any other electronic equipment, as it can damage it. 4. Remember, pH and dissolved oxygen probes should not be cleaned with the bleach solution or dried out. This will negatively affect the function of the probes. Instead, thoroughly rinse them with deionized or distilled water after every use. Something to consider when developing your monitoring plan, especially if you are a volunteer who monitors multiple sites in a single day, is the fact that aquatic invasive species need assistance to move upstream or from one water body to the next. Plan your monitoring strategy accordingly and monitor the most upstream sites first, before moving downstream to the other locations. This way, if there are any AIS attached to your gear after the disinfection process, the reintroduction at the downstream site will be lessened or negligible because AIS can most likely already be found there. Aquatic invasive species can easily move downstream, but they need your help to move upstream. If you have any questions on aquatic invasive species, you can go to the DNR website.